Okay, hello sir. I'm going to complete ADOC quickly. ADOC 12, I think. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, now my screen shared. So let's get started. Okay. So the first thing we have here is mainly this ADOC is centered around the function VLOOKUP, which allows us to look up a value to retrieve a value from a table usually. Um, uh, but when the data that we're looking for are in like they are displayed in a column, like they go from up to down. But we use the HLOOKUP when they go from left to right, like in a row. And we use the VLOOKUP when it is a column. So usually it's preferable to use the to have a lookup table. We want it to be like with like specific numbers, not ranges. So here, for example, uh, the lookup table should not look like this one with range 0 to 49, for example. Say that the grade is F, but you can just say it starts at 0, and it allows us to find um, to use the formula. It works better that way, I guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I don't think, okay, so here we're going to use, okay, I'm going to copy this here. Yeah, so I'm going to copy this here. So I'm going to use this one. So you're going to use this table in order to find the letter grade for each of the percentage here. So we're going to use VLOOKUP. Fuck. So VLOOKUP. So the lookup value we're looking for here is uh, like the value are in percentages, but here let's say value in percentages. So what we're going to do. What I'm going to do here is let me use this. Yes. Oh crap. So that's not what I want. So let's say here we have our values here. Let's put them in percentages. So let's put the lookup value in here. No, uh, I'm a bit quick here. No, so here let's write 50%. This one would be 5%. Would be 60%. This will be 65%, 70%, Next one will be 75%. That's probably 80%. The next one will be 90%. So here, okay, so here we have our data. Just is like to get to make it easier for us. So we're going to use it VLOOKUP function here to get the letter grade for 63%. So our lookup value is 63%, comma, table array. So now, if you want to copy down like the result, the letter grade for each one, we're going to use actually set reference here. Okay, to make sure, but we can also use you can also use a name range. Column index, the letter grade is C is located in the second column of the table. So we're going to put 2. And let me get 63%. Okay. So since those are ranges that we're studying here, we're not looking for an exact match. So what we're going to do is to leave it like that. If we were looking for exact match, we're going to like use the function argument, and in the range lookup box, we're going to type false. But automatically, it's already like the Excel already assumes that. I mean, we can always write true, but it's not going to change. So if we want the closest match, it will be like in the range, it will be true. If we want another match, it will be false. But like this is a range that we're looking at. So we're going to take true. It doesn't change anything. So VCC, and let me see, 81, okay, I think we got it here. So the next one will be the tax rate. Here, we're going to use VLOOKUP to find the income tax for the different income tax for the different income ranges. So here, we're going to try VLOOKUP. The lookup value is the lookup value is the salary here. The table array that you don't need to include errors. That's not what we're looking at. So we use it as a reference. We need to copy it down. And the column number is 2 again for the tax rate. And then the function argument to see if everything is matching up. So for starting at $49,001 is 42% the rate. So it should be that one. I mean, I can always write false here. If I will write, I try to write false, it doesn't give me a result because that's not exact match we're looking at. But if I write true, for example, we get to 42%. If I don't write anything, it's the same thing. So, and we write go be down. Yes. So let's move on now to the F plan. Here, I'm going to the monthly cost. Here we need to use an exact match. That's different because for each different plan there is a specific premium. So we use VLOOKUP, and for the VLOOKUP value is the name of the plan. So here is single table array. So we don't include again the headers, and we use as a set reference, comma, column index, and it is column 2 of the table, the premium column 2. And since we need an exact match, we're going to write false here. But let's take a look at the function argument to see if we get it. Yes, we absolutely get it. But if you don't write false here, we get 70%. So we need an exact match here. So we write false and we get if I and we copy it down. Okay, here. So now let's move to gift wrapping. So here we want to give a bonus to the workers depending on how many years they work for the company. So we can go ahead and use VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP. But here I look at value. We need to make sure that what we exactly looking at here. Many people think that we need to look out what is next to the left of the function, but that's not it. We need to read it like carefully, and we need to know that we're looking at the years, and here we need the table here. So here, this is a name ratio table, so we don't need to use an associated reference, and the bonus is located in the second column. And here we need an exact match. Oh no, I don't think we need an exact match. Let me see. No, here is based on ranges. Let's say like from 0 to 5 years, the bonus is 1,000. So we don't need an exact match here. So we're going to leave it like that. You click OK. So that's 1,000, and we can copy it down like that. So here, this time we're not going to use here we need to retrieve the correct phone number for each region, for each in each region. So this one here, the table are not displayed like in the column. The value that we're looking for, the phone number, they're like in a row, display in a row. So we need here, what we need here is an H lookup. We should look up values in a row. So H lookup. The lookup value is West, which is a region. The lookup value is West. And the table array is this one. We don't include the headers again. And we use an absolute reference. And we need the row index. In the table, the phone numbers row is the third one. So we write third. Let me take my function argument here. So here, if you want an exact match, let me write false. Here we need an exact match because here is not a range because each region has a specific phone number. So here I think we're going to use an exact match. So I wrote false here. So let's see what it gives us. 460, 416, 394, West 416, 394, 4932, 4932. That's it. That's the right answer. Here we have it. So here that's basically it for this one. So we're going to move to the challenge. So here we want to use an if function to get the code here for the different rate descriptions. So let's go ahead. So here I will use the if function ifs with s at the end. So the logical test is first is that d6 equals if d6 equals regular should give us 1 year. If d6 equals evening, it should give us 2 year. And if d6 equals weekend, value is true should be straight here. So let's go ahead and write it. So here I didn't use an associated reference. I try to think one way, but I guess it should be Let me see. Wow, that's not right. So I'm going to stop here. Like I'm going to do just do for visual because that's what they're asking, but I want to try to copy it down, but I don't see how to do that. If you use the VLOOKUP here, VLOOKUP to do the same thing, the lookup value will be regular, and the table array will be this one. Table array will be this one. So I'm going to use a solution reference here, and the column number is column 2. So I'm going to use the function argument box here. For regular, it should be 2, but it says 2 here, but it's actually 1. So it should be an exact match. So it should be an exact match here. So it should be 1. Yeah. So I think we copy this time. We can to something fine. Here, if you want to VLOOKUP function, go ahead and look up again. The table array is the table array is this one. I'm going to do it and number and see the exact match will be false. So it's 24 regular. You need to copy down. That's basically how we can solve this challenge. Very straightforward. I think I got it. So here,